Yeah, it looks nice.
Alright,
I guess I'm in the middle.
So what
Is it
format
Yeah.
should we do this? You guys want to do like you interview me type style or
Let's
I
just
guess
have
go
a
back and forth, like
conversation?
Yeah, let's have a
I'm
conversation.
assuming you have like questions already that you're
Yeah,
thinking of asking.
yeah.
We'll just like go back and forth,
Awesome.
dude.
Okay.
Whatever comes to mind.
Cool. I don't know how to introduce the show. Usually I'd be like, hey, welcome guys, it's Waco. And I'm with AP, but AP's not here. Welcome to the seasoning. But it's your show as well. You
Let's
know
do a
what I mean?
mixture. Let's
Welcome to
combine.
Waco.
Okay.
Welcome to the Bull City Pioneers.
Okay.
Alright, cool. Let's do it.
You first.
Me first?
Yeah.
Why the pressure on
Oh,
me?
we gotta put the clap though.
Okay.
There you
What's the
go.
clap?
It's to kind of sync.
To sync up?
Yeah, but I guess you have the audio though.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Are you guys not gonna record?
It is recording.
Well, I mean the audio.
Would you be able to send the audio
I
to
can.
us?
Yeah,
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah. That way it's easier to match up with the video.
Alright, cool.
Not
Let's
have
start
like
this
so
then.
many devices on at the same time. It gets confusing.
Yeah.
I got you. Alright guys, this is Waco here. This is kind of a weird and new episode for us home listeners. And it's interesting, in a previous episode you probably hear me say that I wanted to link up with the Bull City Pioneers. And somehow, some way, I ended up doing that. I got Hector and Louise here with me. What's up guys?
What's up, man?
I'm Louise.
How y'all doing?
I'm
Bull City
Louise.
Pioneers.
So it's really interesting because
That was
our dynamics really weird. We all graduated from DSA.
which is crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Alignment all the time, but at separate times. I wonder if we know like the same teachers.
I'm pretty
I
sure.
feel like we do.
Yeah.
You know some Maltman? No.
No.
Okay. Question. We were talking about this before the podcast started. You were out in your car, Hector. But I feel like you know this, but I feel like you don't. Did you know that Drop Top was went to DSA too? The real Drop Top?
Yeah.
He
I don't know
went,
if we asked.
No, I'm telling you, he went to DSA.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he went to school with him.
Yes,
Yeah.
bro. So
Yeah, that is crazy.
that's
I didn't
kind
know
of
that's
how I
crazy.
found out about you guys, because I know him, and I was like watching his stuff and his
Yeah.
content, and you guys popped up on it, so it all works out one way or another. I've known him since he was like a teenager, and it's weird seeing him grow up and be
Yeah.
like
Serendipity,
crazy.
man.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's great. I definitely love DSA, and I don't think I think a lot of people take advantage of the culture. Like you don't know what you got till it's gone. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
hell yeah, man.
And so
I feel that way too.
the
Yeah.
school, it generated a lot of creative people, and a lot of people who want to like connect with each other and do these types of things. You know, no matter at what point you went to DSA, you always have that DSA family, and we're DSA family now, and we know that.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool, you know what I mean?
And you said you went to what year did you graduate?
I graduated DSA 09.
Oh, 09.
Yeah, and soon after that, I went to Dunning Tech and took a couple classes there. So in that way, we're similar because you guys
Yeah.
know Dunning Tech,
Yeah.
right?
Do you remember she's a teacher at DSA now, but she went to DSA when she was younger.
Get out of here.
Santi Ibanez, Miss Carrols. Do you remember her?
Oh, yeah. The
Yeah, I think her first name was Amber Carrols.
No, I don't think. No, dude. Like she recently
She's
got
pretty
there, like,
young?
when I was in school.
That's amazing to me.
Yeah.
To think that the cycle just continues. I know we had teachers who went to Durham High, which is what it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
way back.
Yeah, like they were like
When it was just the high
super
school.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's crazy because Miss Santi Ibanez now, but her name is Amber Carrols. She went to DSA and then she taught at DSA, which is the crazy part.
Right.
Yeah, but you said you're 27. I'm pretty sure she told me that she was 28 last time I saw her.
That's,
So that's why I'm
interesting.
saying-
So I can know her as a student.
Yeah.
As a student, not as a teacher, but
That's
I'll show you a
interesting.
picture. I'll show you a picture, bro.
That'd be
later.
crazy if I knew.
Yeah. But tell us about where you live now and what you do as a podcast.
So there's two facets of my life right now. One is the podcasting side, which I've been doing since February.
Mhm.
This is fairly new to me. So we're still at the beginning stages. We only have like maybe 16 episodes. And they've been fun because we've been shooting like promo videos and getting people that we went to school with and like people who in the Durham area who are super creative and also trying to branch out to other areas as well. Starting that was pretty simple. It was literally just me and my bro AP. I was like, hey, do you want to do a podcast? And he was like, yeah, let's do it. And I was like, what do we need? He's like, we have an hour a week and a mic. And I was like, don't have a mic, like we have an hour a week. So we literally that day went and got our microphones. He already had one, I guess, for whatever reason. And then we started recording, and the rest is history. And it's like, you think an hour, like that's how long our episodes are. They're like an hour long.
Yeah.
And you think it takes like so long. You're like, how am I gonna fit it in an conversation?
Yeah.
But it's at the end of the day, it's
you start and
I prefer listening to them on the podcast.
Yeah.
For sure.
And sometimes it's hard to keep it within an hour. After you get started with the podcast, it's hard to keep it at an hour, which it's usually best to keep it at an hour around there. Just so you don't drag people out.
Right.
We had trouble in the beginning too. We started off with just like 15 minute podcast.
Yeah, I think
like now if you look back on it, it's like that's not enough to really talk about much.
You really get just the surface stuff and then what you do. But other than that, my main goal is apparel. Like I started designing graphic t-shirts, and the very first shirt that I designed, what size do you guys wear?
Medium.
Yeah. Awesome. I have 2 medium shirts here for you.
Wow.
I'll show you exactly
wow,
what my shirt
is
was.
the man.
Which I think matched with your podcast. This is actually a large, but the Bull City shirt, the very first
one. That looks nice, dude.
The very first one that I started with.
Yo,
look at that.
That is dope.
I got one for both of you guys. Green and blue.
Yo, this man.
Yo, that's a nice
Man,
brand,
we
right?
gotta get you a shirt now, man.
Did you do this?
Thank
Or
you so
like-
much.
So it's an interesting story. So when I was first starting out, this is my very first shirt, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like struggling. I was like, okay, I want to do this shirt apparel thing. I don't know what design do I make, And I'm like, well, let me do the city that I love. Everyone knows Bull City. It is.
Sorry.
They're the only shirts I print on. They're super soft. I love
I
them.
print on these too.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
My top shirt right there. But I went to my dad because he's an artist. He's really good. He can draw like people and like realistic stuff. I'm more of a cartoon person. Like I draw cartoons and stuff. So I hit him up. I was like, Dad, what I do? I want to do t-shirts. I want to do this design and whatnot. He was like, I don't know, son. You just gotta put pen to paper and like something will come up. And then he came up to me and he showed me some stuff that he was doing. And he drew like a little bull that was like sliding across like baseball. Like the baseball, the home plate was like North Carolina.
Oh,
Yeah, I really like that. And he showed me a couple other drawings, and then this one. And I was like, this is perfect. Like, I love this right here. So I took my computer, and at the time I had like a little bamboo, like this drawing pad that you USB hook up to. It's like super simple. It's like
Oh, yeah, I've heard of
yeah,
that.
you draw on that, and I used that, and I came up with this design. And I was like, this is it. And so I didn't know how people were gonna feel about it, but I printed like 100 of them or something like that, And I was working at Morgan Imports at the time. You guys know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was working there at the time. Shout out to Morgan Imports. And the owner actually let me put my shirts in the store.
wow.
Oh, dude, yeah, there you go.
And since it was so close to Christmas, all of them sold out. You know what I mean? So that was really reaffirming for me. Like, there's
Where did
my
you sell
shirts.
them? Exactly.
At Morgan, so they have a T-shirt section in Morgan Imports.
Okay.
And literally, it was just, I remember coming into work one day, and they're like, all right, well, you got to print out your tags for your shirt and for the pricing and stuff. And I was like, the coolest experience.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
And
so
your boss let you do that.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
that's a cool boss, man.
I think like a lot of times you just have to find your way in. You know what I mean? And that was just I haven't put my shirts back in there yet. After I did that, a few months later, I like decided, all right, I'm gonna do this thing for real. And that's when I took my business to Maryland. I started drawing and like trying to get some serious designs out. That was my shirt, the very first shirt I ever had, limited edition. Like there's no more of these other designs.
So what exactly took you to Maryland? Like what? I mean, why Maryland specifically?
Right. It started off as family. My mom was down here. And so I went to live with her and my girlfriend. We were living together at the same time. So we went there and moved with her. She moved to Texas. So we were just there, you know what I mean? And there was nothing like, it wasn't like an art scene or anything like that brought me out there. But it was like, I think a good move because I had my own time to do stuff. You know what I mean? Like it was just like me and my artwork. You know what I mean? Whereas here, I know a lot of people, like I might go out one night or like do this and that, but it keeps you really focused if you don't have that as an option at all. You know what I mean? And eventually, I think everybody kind of leaves Durham and learns a bunch of stuff and comes back. You know, no matter what, you bring your talents and stuff back to your city in some way, shape, or form, right?
Yeah.
So,
It's so funny too because like back in high school, I remember everybody always saying like, I want to leave Durham. Like Durham is so boring, and now you grow up and you're like, damn.
right.
You don't realize how much potential the city has, especially with all the growth that's happening here now.
It's really coming out, which is weird because when I had left a lot of stuff wasn't in place. Those new apartments that they're building up,
Oh yeah.
that's new. Like that, I hadn't seen those before.
Yeah.
And it's that fight within yourself. Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? Like it's good that Durham's like coming up and really building on itself because it has a bad reputation sometimes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But I love the city, and I think a lot of people we went to school with do as well and see that and want to support it.
And an example is I found this girl on Instagram. When I was like in middle school, she graduated. I think she was more closer to your age, of course. But now apparently she's in Milan modeling, which is crazy in Europe. I haven't heard about this girl for like years, you know. And then it just kind of clicked. I was like, I know this girl. She's on the Instagram popular page.
Okay.
I was like, I know this girl. And then I click on it. I'm like, yeah, that's crazy. That's wild, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely know some people who I went to school with, maybe like a couple years older than me. And you find out a few years later that they start modeling. Right?
Yeah.
And it's like pretty girls, like they know what they're doing, they're professionally, they they know people. So it's just crazy how everybody kind of comes up and comes into their own form.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm definitely interested on what got you guys started on this whole podcast journey.
It's kind of a blur. Well, for me, it's kind of a blur because it's like, I remember at one point I wanted to release my own clothing brand. And then I researched more into it, and then I was like, nah, this ain't for me. This ain't for me. And then me and Hector came together one day and we wanted to do something together.
I think we just wanted to do something.
Yeah.
Like, we felt like we were sitting on our asses. We just wanted to do something. Kind of just to like spark our creative side, really.
Yeah.
Just get our minds thinking of what we can do for our future. Because I know a podcast is really like the easiest thing. Like now you can start literally with anything, like a phone. It don't matter. It's all just a matter of fact, like how like far you decide to take it. You know,
It's interesting. A lot of people don't start it. You say
you're going to,
thing, right? But a lot of people don't do it. And even that was like a factor for us too. Like we're really good friends. We want to build something together. What do we do? Podcast. You know what I mean? It doesn't take much.
So inexpensive to do.
And I'll say like with me starting things, a lot of people they don't want to spend money on it.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It depends on how much you have and whatnot. And you'll learn. You guys are both young dudes, but there's gonna come a time in life where you have to like really grind. You know what I mean? And invest. And a lot of people are gonna be afraid to invest in something. Don't be afraid to do that, especially if it's something that you love and you like really enjoy. Drop $100 down on this. Drop 50. See what you get back. A lot of times, if you invest in something, you're more liable to work on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Like, one thing I'm always like telling myself, especially now, like more recently, honestly, what I'm always telling myself is like, my life is finite. Like, I'm not gonna be here forever. So why not just drop that $100?
Right.
Exactly. Like, it doesn't matter if you're like $1,000 in debt. Like, fucking drop that $100 on a new mic for your podcast or whatever, because you're only gonna be here so long. Might as well leave an impact doing it, you know?
Yeah. Also, we're not teaching you to go into debt. Don't
do it, man. I'm just saying that don't stress it too much, because life is worth more than $20,000 in debt.
Yeah, sometimes those $100 it's worth the experience of having the podcast and everything that comes with it. Editing. Networking, marketing, networking with other people, getting out of your cocoon,
For sure.
Learning how to not be shy anymore, which is one thing that both of us have gotten.
When we first started, we were stuttering we still stutter like crazy on our
episodes. It comes with the territory, Even like our stuff, like when we first started, we had those gaps of like. I felt myself like tearing it apart.
Trying to pick your brain, find something else to talk about.
Right.
Yeah.
But you get to the point, you've done it so many times. You guys have done it an amazing amount of times. You get to that point, and you're just like, oh, this is natural again. Like this is just flowing with it. And I definitely want to talk for a second about the pressures of a podcast. Are you guys feeling it? Like I have to have something. I have to have content. I have to have something to pick up.
I do feel it a little bit, especially because of the brand. I'm always like, I post every day on my clothing brand page. Every day I post just to be consistent. Kind of is more so like what's the word? Like keeping up with my stuff. I don't know what the word is.
Being accountable to
yeah, accountable. Yeah, just holding myself accountable to my page and showing myself that like I can be consistent with something. So I chose to post something every day.
So how do you find stuff to post? Are you like grasping for like content, or is it just like it comes naturally?
Because it's close, I just post a picture from photo shoots and stuff, and maybe if I do a video, I put a video together and then I post segments of it. I've been liking a little bit in the videos. The pictures, I'm good.
Yeah. And then he usually adds like intricate bio. Captions,
my captions too, kind of like.
There's a whole metagame behind that.
Yeah.
And I haven't learned it personally. Like I think it sucks that I have to do all this, but it's definitely something you have to learn if you want to do a clothing brand. A lot of what follows with the picture is like who can access it. You know what I mean? So
there's definitely creative.
Right.
Yeah.
It's weird. I was reading recently in a magazine, a Time magazine, about the science behind creativity, and a lot of people, it's really good. Right. No, it's really good. And you don't think about a magazine being like a book, but it is. You know, there's articles in it, and it goes on. But they were talking about how people don't think that they're creative. Like the mathematician doesn't think they're creative, even though they just set this number up in this structure to look like this, so you can figure out how to find X. You know what I mean? It takes a creative person to put that stuff together. Or somebody who's like laying down railroad tracks, or even somebody who's managing people and they know a creative way to get everybody to get along, or something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Creativity isn't, or at least I don't think that it's something exclusive to people who are born creative. Yeah. If that makes any sense. I think it's kind of like universal. Everybody has that side of them where they have to throw in a creative way to do something or anything, right? And I think a lot of people think it's like talent, and I don't really believe in talent. You know what I mean? Like for me, it's like you work at something hard enough to be good at it, and no matter what you can say, if somebody, like for my problem, when I was in elementary school, my dad was an artist. He wanted all his kids to draw. So I got really, or what I thought was good at drawing, and I was like the best in the school. And then a new girl came in, and she was so much better than me. And I was like what's going on?
It was foreign.
You know what I mean? Like I'm naturally talented. What's happening here? But she had worked on her stuff like so hard that she deserved for that position. You know what I mean?
You got humbled a little bit.
A lot of it, right? So much to the point that I was like, I'm done with art. Like I stopped art completely when I went to VSA. So I actually went to VSA for theater. I got acting a lot. Like I was super into that.
I think that was the only thing I didn't do.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you
do
do psychology?
Like everything. Yeah, I took psych.
Mr. McInerney?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
He left though. And then he left, I think, the year after I had him. And then he started teaching at Durham Tech.
No way! That's amazing. That's dope. I'm glad he's like
if you take psychology, look for Mr. McInerney.
Okay. He's great. I definitely played this class hard. So. Sorry about that, Max. But yeah, I think a lot of people try to stray away from that creative thing because they think people are talented and that's how they got where they're going. But I don't believe that's true at all. Try me.
Yeah, I do believe that talent it's really just hard work and you're sharpening your blade, sharpening your craft. I do believe some people might be born with a slight upper hand or advantage just because they were born in a specific place or they, their parents' genes passed down whatever. But I do believe at the end of the day you did build up that craft.
Right.
You put in the hard work.
It dies if you don't use it, right?
Yeah.
So I fully believe that you gotta nurture it. Even if it's something like a podcast. There's people who do podcasts. And have you heard other people's podcasts?
Hell yeah.
They're super professional and they add sounds and I can't even believe it,
Yeah. And some might be even super basic and they're just so popular because the person might have just started real early. Did you listen to the Joe Rogan podcast?
Joe Rogan. I heard that name. That's a Fear Factor, right?
No.
The guy who was on Fear Factor? Joe Rogan?
I don't know. I recently started listening to it, so I'm not gonna front on you.
Okay.
He's it's literally just him and then somebody brought him to the show and they're just talking back and forth. I'm like, whoa, and it gets millions of listens.
Right. You get to that point though. You know what I mean?
So you said you have a brand. What's the name of that brand?
The brand, of course. I did bring a whole bunch of crap with me because I figured we'd run into situations like this. So the brand is Waykoworld. WAYKOWORLD. And it came from actually going back to my DSA days, which is Durham School of the Arts, for those of you who don't know, actually. Right. Back when I was trying to be like, in high school, you have your friends that beatbox and rap and stuff. So my rap name came up. It's my rap name, dude. You know, you gotta have like a dope
Well, so you did music too.
Don't go looking for me because you might find something. But
you can find them on SoundCloud. Or
I wasn't a SoundCloud rapper, but so back in the day, I had my friend Alex Aff. You guys heard of Alex?
Oh yeah, dude, he's cool.
That's my guy. Shout out to Alex Aff. So he was the one who leaded the way in rapping for high school for me. And
wait, so he's in Charlotte though.
Yeah,
right?
he's in Charlotte.
Yeah,
but he went to DSA as well.
Get the fuck out.
Graduated.
Oh my god!
Reach out to DSA people.
That is crazy.
What?
Reach out to these guys.
Wow.
So
that is crazy.
He went there. He was like 2 years younger than me when we were going, and he was always rapping. I could probably show you guys a video later of us, the three of us. It's like me, Alex, and DJ Lakehouse. We was all walking to the bus rapping together. And like we would do that like every day. Just like when we got out of class, all right, hit me with beatbox when we start rapping. And eventually we like went to each other's houses and we got like crappy mics like this one. And we would try to rap on it, and I had to come up with a rap name. So kind of on the spot. Like I kind of needed one because we were like saving these files, and it's like, oh, Alex F featuring, you know, who? You know what I mean? So I came up with the name Waco Kid, which is actually derived. This is gonna be special information. No one has ever been told this before.
Oh, so you got first dibs.
Yeah. So I was watching a flick called Blazing Saddles, which was made in like 19 old.
Yeah, I heard of that movie.
Yeah, it
From
is.
the name, I guess.
Right.
But yeah, I heard of that.
It's awesome. I was watching it with my grandfather. He wanted me to see the movies. I was like, cool, whatever. And my character is like kind of like a clown, like jokester type dude. But when I want to be serious, I can get super serious. So we were watching that, and there was a character on there. His name was Waco Kid. It was spelled W-A-C-O Kid. And he was a guy who was a sharpshooter. He was like the best around. But he was like a drunk or something like that. Like he was always goofing around. So like, hey, can you just get on your shit, man? Like, what are you doing? And so I was like, that fits me perfectly. I'm gonna be Waco Kid. And so for years, I was using the title Waco Kid, and then Alex and I did a music video together, and it was like legit a music video. Like he was starting his music career, like he was doing his real thing. He's like, yeah. He's like, what do you want me to put as your name? And I was like, well, I'm an adult now, you know, so I'll drop the Kid. So I just started using Waco, and then I started thinking of my brand, and there, lo and behold, you have Waykoworld. So that's what I am right now. Still trying to figure out what the brand means. I know we're super lighthearted and cartoony and colorful, and you know, peace to the world and all that good stuff. But I haven't figured out my slogan. You know, I haven't figured out like my logo. Still working on that stuff. But
going off the hand, right? I guess like doing it as you go.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So I think my problem for a while, which I'm sure a lot of people who do like t-shirts and clothing and stuff, I really like other people's characters, like Nintendo. I'm a huge fan of Pokemon.
Hey.
Like that's right up my alley. You know what I mean? And like anime, like are you kidding me?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude, we're in there.
That's why I fuck with Drop Top so much.
Yeah, he's good, man. So I made it. We'll get into this later. But I had a hard time straying away from using other people's characters. So right now I'm in this bubble of making my own characters and using them.
Like not making your characters look too much like anybody, something that's already.
Or like I had a t-shirt that I dressed Charmander in like a business suit. And I dressed Aaaaaand in like a business suit. But it was my drawing, it was original stuff. But it was somebody else's IP.
Yeah.
I can't sell that. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely getting in the headspace of, alright, I need my own stuff. I need to be able to name my own characters and sell my own things. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, that kind of ties in with my brand really, like Waykoworld, because my brand is called Hectic Wear, and it's super easy for people to remember because it sounds like my name.
Right. I thought it was Hector Wear. You know?
No, I'm kind of not trying to like focus on pushing that because it's really not what like kind of inspired the name. So like the name kind of just derived from Hectic Wear, kind of sounds like Hectic World. And what the main like message of it is to pursue, like it's really, I use it a lot, it's like pursue the passion, like pursue your passion, despite like in a hectic world, pursue your passion and inspire those around you. That's kind of the motto of the brand, because we're surrounded day by day by like crazy things that we don't even control. We suffer through depression, anxiety, suicide, genocide, and all these crazy things that just happen. And we kind of tend to forget the good things, the good things in life, and we forget to appreciate them. So that's kind of what I want to push people and like help people understand that no matter what the hell's going on in your life, somebody else has it worse than you.
Yeah, for sure. Always.
And so yeah, kind of like hectic world.
That's what's up. I think it's hard to do something where everybody will understand your slogan and like understand your brand and stuff. So I think I'm learning, and I've learned since being out of high school and college and all this stuff, that you can go out and get whatever information you want. Here's a gym, hold on to it. You don't need a school to teach you. You know, and I think a lot of times we fall into that trap of, oh, I'm not in school, I'm not being productive, I'm not doing anything. And like you were saying, a lot of stuff in the world is out of your control, but that's in your control. You can go out and learn whatever you want. There's no excuses for, you know, like, I'm telling you, you gotta eat dirt for a while. And like, I've been in that stage where I'm like, oh, life is shit right now. But if I need to like, take a second and like get into my stuff and prepare and like, you know, do things like that, that's just your moment. And that's all it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, life is gonna be crazy sometimes, and you can always come out of it. And I don't know why I'm talking so inspirational.
I honestly think that we're still in the dirt, honestly. I'm pretty sure you've heard of Gary Vaynerchuk, right?
Yes, I have heard of Gary V.
That's why it rung so well when you said that, because I honestly feel we're still in the dirt, no matter what, and I'm always gonna want to be in the dirt, because then that's gonna motivate me to get better.
That's where you're working.
That's why I like to say, I put this in one of my captions recently. I said that I don't ever want to reach the full potential of my craft.
Right.
Because then I'm gonna want to stop learning.
Well, you never do is what they say. You're not supposed to. If you're talking like you reach like that thing.
Yeah, then you don't have it.
Yeah, you messed up, right?
Messed up.
Somewhere along the path.
I don't ever want to get to that point, because like then I'm not gonna want to.
I go by. I run my life kind of with the similar mindset. Just like even my phone. Let me show you my. It's a quote that I kind of made. It's simple, but it's just, you're entitled to. You are only entitled to work your ass off. That's it about it. That's all you did.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, entitlement is a big thing. It's a big thing. People think they're entitled to this just because they were born in a certain place, or you know, they grew up in a certain place, or they're entitled to this and that. And it's like, no, it's entitlement. Just work your ass off. You're entitled to breathe, to eat. Well, you're not even entitled to that. Kind of. Well,
so it's interesting you bring up like growing up, because you guys kind of grew up together, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Isn't that it's weird? Like,
we lived in the same house at one point.
Yeah, you're from different families, but you guys grew up in the same house.
Yeah.
At a certain point in time, which is really cool. Which is also why I wanted to reach out to you guys. You guys remind me of me and my partner AP. Like we didn't like grow up in the same house together, but we like lived up the street from each other, and we're like super close. And it's funny that this is just what both of our paths led to. Let's do a podcast together.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I just thought it was super interesting. I'm definitely glad you guys were willing to do this with me. I definitely appreciate it. One thing I do want to say is, a part of my grind and my thing is giving back to a community that you want to be a part of. And for me, kind of being a part of the podcast community. You know what I mean? How can I lift this community up? How can I, share something or whatever? You know what I mean? So, and that goes for any facet. Since I want to sell t-shirts, sometimes on the side, I'll go out, independent artists like me, I'll go out and buy one of their t-shirts or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, if it's music or t-shirts or podcast, whatever it is, give back to that community in some way. Because I've noticed that in my life, whenever I did that, something would come back to me.
Yeah.
I remember one time specifically, a guy hit me up on, it was like Tumblr. I used to be pretty good on Tumblr all the time. It's weird. It had a peak for me. I was using like daily.
My first social media, I think, was Facebook.
Yeah.
And even then, I didn't really use it that well, because I was just like, Everybody's on Facebook.
Most people
want to be that one who's not on it. You know?
So I was in the generation when Facebook came out. Like we were the first ones like on Facebook and using it. It has evolved so much.
Oh yeah.
Like, I hate Facebook at this point. Like I don't use Facebook.
It's much different.
Yeah.
Much different.
It used to be like I think it was more genuine when people like writing on the walls. Now everybody just says happy birthday and they log off.
It's interesting that y'all. So none of y'all used MySpace.
Oh yeah. I had a MySpace. I had a band on MySpace. Here's another.
Oh my god.
We had a band on MySpace called The Crew. It was DACREW, and it stands for the Sea Lunch Crew. Because we were in Sea Lunch when we were in DSA. Did y'all have A, B, and C lunch?
What the?
Yeah.
You didn't know Sea Lunch?
You didn't have C lunch?
I have A and B lunch.
I heard about sea lunch. I heard about sea lunch.
Get out of
We
here.
only have A and B lunch.
Well, I was an official sea luncher. I had sea lunch.
You were a rare gem?
Yeah. So we had the crew, and it was me and like 5 other guys. And it wasn't like lyrical. We would just literally make beats and stuff. And it was like the beginning stages of things like this that we would do. We would come to school and somebody would bring a microphone and we would play like little things like that. So everything comes full circle, which is really interesting.
Yeah.
But I did at this one point, if it's okay with you guys, I know you usually record with an iPhone, right? Like I was saying, give back to the community you want to be a part of. I'm pretty good at gifts. I love giving gifts, and I love being spontaneous and stuff like that. So I did bring a gift with me for the Little City Pioneers.
Another one?
Alright, don't think these are separate. These are 2 separate gifts.
You're making this hard for us to come back.
Yeah,
man.
Sorry, no. This is just good content. In here is the present for the Bull City Pioneers. We're not going to open it on the air. We'll do it afterwards.
Actually.
But there you go.
Damn.
I think whatever's in that thing will be beneficial to you guys.
Yo, that's okay.
You don't have to. It's only because I feel when I didn't really have anybody. You know what I mean? A lot of times when you're starting out, no one's noticing you and no one's seeing the work that you're putting forth. I noticed you guys, and I'm pointing to you guys actually.
And we noticed you.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I noticed you guys, and I just want to, even if this isn't something that I continue to do, I want you to know you're being seen, you're doing a great job. And, you know, being young is a good area to be in because you can only get so much bigger. You know what I mean? Like, you're starting this thing out, find ways that you can make it fun and huge and do spontaneous stuff. And I feel like I'm preaching a lot, and I'm not trying to do that, but I don't know, I'm just in that headspace.
A lot of stuff that people don't really think about.
Yeah, for sure. And that's not even me just reaching out to you guys. It's for anybody who's doing it. I had people. I was in this weird stage in my life where I was hearing people say, "Believe in yourself," like constantly. Like everywhere I would go, be like, "Man,
That was the funniest thing, right?
You know what I mean?"
Yeah.
And then you hear it for so long, you're like, wait, is this like life giving me a message to believe in myself?
Maybe if you actually do it.
You know what I mean? Like, and just do something. And that's how it always starts, I feel like. And if you notice that as soon as possible and get to work, you could be so much better, so much faster. You know what I mean? You started your thing. Think about if you would have started it while you were in high school. What I do right now, I could have definitely done in high school. You can make shirts if you're in high school. It doesn't take that much effort. You know what I mean? You do the design, even if you don't have a printer, you can find somebody else to print it, and think about all the people you know while you're in high school.
Oh yeah, dude.
You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
Figure out how to market and just get on your thing. And that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna stop preaching now. I don't know why.
You're definitely dropping gems, man, because you're giving them this perspective that they've never seen, and most people don't see at all. You know, like starting a podcast, it's easy, but then growing it is the hard part.
No.
Growing anything, a brand or a business, it's how you said you're gonna eat dirt.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't see. The general population doesn't see how Amazon started. The general population doesn't see how champions.
Anything. Like,
yeah.
I was listening to the guy who did Fubu, the guy on like Shark Tank and stuff. He was talking about how he would be on the streets, selling out the trunk of his car and things like nobody thinks about the little, the very start, the little things that you do to get big. But everybody wants this big dream. They think you just hop in it and it's done. No, everybody starts from ground zero and work their way up. And sometimes you get lucky. You just know some interesting people and do interesting things. So, but a lot of it's hard work. Yeah. If you work on something hard, no matter what you do, you'll be good at it. And that's what I fully believe. So
a lot of people think too that like you have to be in a certain place to even get it off the ground. Like for instance, like us, for clothing, streetwear, you have to be in like New York or LA where streetwear is popular. Like, no, dude, like just start where you are now. Like, because there's a market for it right there, then and there. You can grow it there. It doesn't matter. Because like if it's popular over there, why don't you bring it over here?
No matter where you're at, you're gonna have people who want, even if it's a small thing, or a small group who are gonna be interested in what you do. And that's where you start. You start with small people. And I think for me personally, I do genuine interaction. Yeah. A lot of times we're stuck on this whole Instagram, online, thing like that. And I think it's cool when you actually touch base with someone and meet them, shake their hand, learn their struggle and things like that. And that's how you get genuine fans. If somebody meets me and my personality and they're digging that, then it's easy for them to be like, oh, Waco just dropped a new shirt, I'm gonna go do that shit. Or a lot of stuff, I'm at the stage, I give a lot of stuff for free. I want people to know my brand, I want to have longevity, but more than that, I want to give to people. And like Gary Vaynerchuk, he talked about how giving should be at your core. You know what I mean? A lot of people want things, but they don't have any value. And so like I rock with that hard. So I want to definitely build my value up before I ask or want anything from anybody else. Yeah, and I think Gary Vaynerchuk touches on stuff like that. Are you reading his book or you just?
I've read his books, but I found it through social media way before I even read his books. Yeah. Like all of his, I'm not saying the books were bad or anything. They were good reads, but like all of the stuff he says are in the book.
Right.
But I just like from the get, I just vibe a lot with his attitude and how he like tackles life. Because like I tried. What's that other guy? Ty Lopez and Tony Robbins.
Yes.
And they don't really vibe with the way that I live life. Or not live life, but like how I want to live life.
They're definitely different. I almost went to a Ty Lopez talk.
Really?
And I listened to him more and I was like, I don't know if I really want to make this investment. You know what I mean?
And I'm not saying that they're bad entrepreneurs by any means, because they're in a place where like they put in the work and got there on their own, of course. But like I just thought Gary Vaynerchuk was cooler, I guess.
Right. Fun fact. I don't know if y'all knew this, but Ty Lopez's mother lived in Durham. Yeah.
What?
That is crazy.
Yeah. So I have a coworker. Well, he's more above. He's my superior. Basically, but he's very cool. He's we were talking about Ty Lopez and how he made it, and he's a crazy fan of Ty Lopez. Crazy fan. Crazy fan. I think he traveled somewhere to he was talking. He was just giving a speech, or he went and he liked it. He said that his mother grew up in Durham and lived here for a long time. Yeah, which is crazy. Which I'm just like, dude, Durham is not only is it like a mine of just like resources, but it's a place where a lot of successful people, a lot of hardworking people, people work their ass off in this country. It's crazy.
Isn't it strange that you found yourself in this place? I don't know if other cities are like, not to puff up Durham's head or anything, but like I just don't know. Like I'm living in Maryland now, and I don't really like talk to many people and stuff. I don't know anybody out there. I don't know if the scene is as good as Durham is. Because right now, like Durham's like it's the right place to be. It's coming up. I don't know if you guys have stuff you usually like go-to questions on the episodes. Anything like that? Do you have go-tos?
Well, beforehand, before we even start, you like to think of some, but like as we're going, you just roll off the tongue.
I just want to say, because the seasoning has a go-to question that we always ask.
Oh really?
Like everybody who comes on the show, we ask this question. And since we're sharing this episode, this is going to be a Bull City Pioneers season episode. You know, I do want to ask you guys. I love the X, bro. Yeah. So me and Duce Drop Top, we released a shirt together.
Oh really?
Yeah, I don't know if you saw that, but so the front of the shirt that has printed, it has like Waykoworld X Land Shark, which is his name brand. It's a Land Shark, and it has like a picture of the shark. It's pretty dope.
Was it the sticker picture that you posted recently?
No, so that's another. I like that.
Okay.
That's another crossover that I did with a young lady named Coco. I liked it a lot. So she does collage work, and since she did that, she sent me some stuff on the pit as the background. And I did the little character on the front.
Oh, okay.
And I mashed them up together and I put the X and I made like our names and stuff. So whenever I do a crossover, I always add X's to it.
Yeah, because it just looks nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It just looks nice.
Right. So I do want to get into this question though. You guys can give separate answers. All right. This is the seasoning X, Bull City Pioneers. Do you guys have a favorite cereal?
Favorite cereal.
That's probably the hardest question you asked.
I'm telling you, man. No one thinks about this initially, you know what I mean? But everybody has.
I have to pick one.
Yeah, you gotta pick one.
Dang.
All right, one.
Or like one that gives you good memories or makes you feel good. What's your, or maybe a childhood cereal?
I forgot the name of it. I know it's popular. We have some at home. I saw it this morning.
Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch.
We haven't gotten that one season yet. Captain Crunch,
first one.
I think that's the one I'm thinking about.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Really?
It's a good one.
Let me look it up.
The little squares.
Yeah,
Captain Crunch.
Yeah. Wait, Captain Crunch. Yeah.
Little square. I was thinking of the colorful one, like the
You're
balls
thinking
and
Crunch Berries. Captain Crunch Berries, maybe?
Yeah.
Or like the treasure and stuff like that?
Like the red and blue, but it also had the yellow square pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Okay,
that was good.
Captain Crunch Berries. I think that's good. You guys drink 2% milk? What kind of milk do you put in it?
I think, yeah.
2%?
That's the one with the blue cap.
I don't know.
No, I think that's
How about
1%.
you?
That's 1%. That's 1%.
One?
Oh, I think 2 is red then.
Yeah, 2 is red.
Oh no, two is whole milk.
This is a moment that on the
no,
season,
dude.
this is a perfect moment where we would talk to the guests and we would say, send this in an email or DM us and connect with us either as the Bull City Pioneers or us. Tell us what color cat comes with 2%.
2% milk because we can't remember right now.
No one knows.
I'm pretty sure. Okay, I'm gonna make an inference. I'm pretty sure because my mom always tries to get the healthier version of milk.
You see a lot of red in your fridge.
No, the healthier one is blue.
Oh,
blue
okay.
And I'm guessing that's 1%, and then the red one is 2% since it's less healthy. I think.
Yeah.
I thought whole milk was red.
Whole milk is
it had all the fat in it.
They literally is just like all of it, all the best.
I thought 2% reduced was the healthiest one because you reduced
No,
2%.
one it goes 2%, 1% then skim milk. Yeah, you can go even better than 1% skim milk.
The morning.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Yo, funny thing is, I always thought when learning English, skim milk was like the weirdest thing to me.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck is
Skim milk?
it sounded like skin. Like
when you were first learning.
Yeah. I was like, yo, what is this, man? This sounds disgusting, man. This sounds disgusting. Especially, it's not too bad.
it's not.
I still prefer
It's just a little watered down.
Yeah, it tastes gross to me, honestly.
Yeah.
I stopped drinking like milk. I started drinking lactate, and not because of any particular reason. It tastes delicious.
Yeah,
Like it tastes like vanilla juice to me, and I love juice. Like I'm a huge fan of juice. But yeah, lactate.
So you were kind of close too?
Captain Crunch, but not the one with the berries.
No, just the yellow.
Yeah, just the little yellow.
I can tell you one I didn't like,
What's up?
and I know for sure I didn't like. A lot of people are gonna hate me for this one. Lucky Charms.
Nah,
I mean,
The crunch of the marshmallows just felt weird against my teeth.
that's the best
It
part.
felt weird.
Like I used to eat them. I don't like when they get wet. I like them
Dry.
dry, crunchy, like Charms.
Oh,
the funny
literally.
thing, it's not the. I don't mind Lucky Charms, but my least favorite. And to this day, I'll eat it if it's the only thing that I can eat. But I think it's called Kicks.
Oh yeah, dude. As you were talking, I was thinking.
I was like, man, I think
Kicks aren't bad. They're like really
Really?
sweet and corn.
Okay.
Well, the unsweetened ones.
Oh,
Like-
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
Like when your mom
Yes, it's like, bruh.
Those are the ones you have to eat with sugar in it.
Yeah. But the ones with the little white stuff on it, I don't know what that is. But I mean, it doesn't taste too bad when you eat them dry. But with the milk, man, it's just like, man, can't do it.
So think about years from now, what type of cereal we're gonna have on the shelves.
What is yours?
My favorite?
Yeah.
We've never been asked this before, folks.
What is yours?
I haven't thought about this. I think Frosted Cheerios, actually.
Frosted Cheerios, okay.
There's like, it's plain enough and it's good enough to be like or at least that's my go-to for now. Like maybe a month later, I'll be like, no.
Yeah, Cheerios is butter.
Interesting. What just came to mind is, I don't know, maybe I'll do this. If nobody does this in the next like 5 years, I'll end up doing this. Or just experimenting. But you know how there's dry fruit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dry fruit cereal.
You're talking about Special K?
He was trying to change the world. It's a thing, man. That's a thing, yo. That's a thing.
So Special K does this thing where they add the flakes, like frosted flakes, kind of like, but the straw,
They have dried strawberries.
It's pretty good.
I mean, you could probably do like dried mango.
No. See, I'm thinking of like a bunch of fruits.
Just only dry fruit?
Only dry fruit. But you know, we would have to
make them into flakes or something.
Yeah. You know, it would take a lot of experimenting to actually get it to change the world. Yeah, man. Cereal. Yo, we'll see. I'll experiment.
I think that's what life's about. You know, playing with different things, seeing what you come up with. Think about the guy who came up with peanut butter and jelly.
Dude. Yeah, like two things you think wouldn't go together.
Yeah,
it goes together so perfectly.
We're on the topic of food. So, you're from Durham. Well, we're from Durham at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just immigrants, but we've lived in Durham for good years.
Right.
What's a good joint in Durham that, you just hands down, maybe the best, or your go-to when you're in, let's say, downtown Durham, or any, Durham in general, where would you go?
I think that's your go-to. That's a perfect question. Glad you asked me. Mm-hmm. So me being in Maryland, I miss Durham. Like sometimes I'll just be up and like craving Durham. And it's funny you should ask that question. I just came back from my spot. This is the answer to your question because I'm in Durham and I had to be there. So 9th Street. Right?
9th Street, okay.
My spot is International Delights. They have a cheesesteak that is phenomenal. And it was like, I ate it like every day for like a week. And I was like, that was too much. I don't suggest you do that. But if you haven't had their cheesesteak hoagie at International Delights, go do that. And I know a lot of people's choice is like Chubby's, which is another good one. You know what I mean? No?
Never. Me neither.
Good spot.
I've sat in the spot, but I didn't get food.
That's funny. I mean, you guys, I'm sure, are used to like legit food. Where are you from? Honduras? You guys have like legit food that a lot of people like trying to mimic. That's
looking at you, Toreros.
Toreros.
I used to eat them in high school, but I was just because it was the nearest thing to DSA.
Yeah, we did too.
And the quickest, I guess.
Yeah. Was Toreros there when you went to high school?
Yes.
Wow.
We knew about Toreros. That's where everybody would go and get like chips and salsa and stuff like that. We actually, ironically, Rainbows was closer to us. Which is like, I think it's Chinese. Yeah, it's probably still there.
People told me they got stomach aches from it, so I never went there.
They got a bad rep. But while I was in high school, we would go there until everybody realized, wait, maybe we shouldn't be eating at this place. But everybody fell in love with Cosmic Cantina.
That's
is that the one?
Have you ever been?
That's one of my go-tos. Yeah.
Satisfaction?
Yeah, that one.
Oh.
Dude,
wait,
that food is
did
good.
they close that?
Yeah, I heard that they did they? I'm pretty sure they did because that's what I've been hearing.
Yeah.
I don't go to downtown too much anymore.
So that was another one of our like, if you're a senior, you go to Satisfaction. Like that was our beef. So to hear it close down years later sucks. We hated it. And there was another store that was right next to Satisfaction called the Deli. It closed down.
I heard about that one. I heard about that.
Another good place. You guys know Durham won like the North Carolina award for like the best food.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, for sure. Not only that, DSA won an award for like the best school in North Carolina.
Yeah, it's
so like
2013.
Yeah. It was a year that I wasn't there, but yeah, I think it was for North Carolina. I want to
It was for him.
Yeah, which is crazy. It just goes to show you coming from a good place.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so it happened while we were still in school?
Yeah.
You said 2013?
2013, yeah. So we were still in school.
I contributed to this goal.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. I mean, although Durham has a lot of bad, parts, it still has even people from the bad parts. They still make a mark on it.
Right. Sure. I was supposed to go. I'm super grateful I went to where I went because my jurisdiction is Southern High School, which is like
Same here.
I think
really?
it's the same for us.
Yeah, I lived outside of where Greenwood is.
Greenwood, I think. Yeah.
It's like there's that grocery store that used to be a food line. There's like that Papa John's and a gas station in Oak Grove Elementary School.
Oh, bro, yeah.
I went to elementary school in Oak Grove, so didn't know that. I went there and I was supposed to go to Southern, but my parents got me into DSA through the lottery. Like, do they still do lottery?
They still do,
which is interesting. I want to see. I wish I could go back and see like what the school is like now and how different it is.
It's very, very different.
Yeah, we survived.
Since I graduated, it's changed a lot too.
Really? Since you graduated?
Yeah.
That's amazing. We had the car building. Do you guys still have that?
Wow, yes. Actually, fun fact. I mean, maybe it's not a fun fact for them, but for us, that we all went to DSA.
Drop top and
so
Alex.
I was the first generation in the renovated car building. Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
being renovated.
I hadn't seen. We knew when we were leaving that they were going to renovate it,
Yeah.
but we hadn't seen any of those results.
I think when I first got there in 6th grade, it was closed, dude.
It was,
And it didn't open till, you said you were the first
generation. I was a sixth grader, and I was the first generation.
so I guess 2 years after I was there, 2 years after I was there, they opened it back up.
Yeah.
Like nobody would roll it.
That's great, because when we were there, it was like poison seeping through the walls.
Ooh, yeah. I heard stories, man. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you walk in there now, you think you're in like 2020, dude. Like,
It's awesome. I would love to see it. We had we had the car building, the main building, the science building, which is by the gym, the second gym, not the gym car building.
Yeah.
And then we had when I was in 12th grade, they were building this new building, which is like in the middle of the main building.
Yeah.
It has like a courtyard and stuff.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Mr.
Yeah.
Magnet's room was up there, right?
Yeah.
No.
No?
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
well, when I had him, his building was in the main building.
Shut up.
Yeah, upstairs.
That's weird. Alright, well.
And you would not believe it.
That's new.
That main gym, not the one in the car building, that one's being renovated right now.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's really weird. That was the good gym when I was in high school. Like, that was the good gym. That's amazing.
I don't know if you've noticed, but the field as well. So you know how you could
yeah.
always walk onto the field, like walk into the bus or something like that? Yeah. Now you can fenced it up.
All of it?
Yeah.
All of
and
it,
the
yeah.
track is new.
Wow.
Like, the track
Wow.
like a while ago, too, when I was
Yeah.
You leave and
Everything is
Yeah. Also another thing, they said this when I was leaving, which means I'm not going to see this, but they are tearing down the math science building.
What?
They're tearing it down, man.
What are they
It's
gonna
done
put
for.
there?
How would they do that?
Huh?
How would they do that?
Oh, dude, that building is done
Does it
for.
need to
No,
go?
I mean, yeah.
It
it's old,
needs to
it's
go,
kinda
bro. It's
gross.
like
the bathrooms are nasty.
the bricks, man. Punch a brick, that thing will.
Shit right off.
Yeah, dude. It's when I tell you it's done for. It's just done for.
Are they gonna rebuild it, or is it just?
I'm guessing they're gonna rebuild something else. Yeah. When I was there, I think it was my junior or sophomore year. They were talking about they gave us a poll and either a poll and they told us something. They were thinking of making the cafeteria the new library and then moving the cafeteria somewhere else. It's something it's so confusing, but I was like, what is this? Yeah. Like, what? I don't know.
What is DSA anymore? Like, everything's changing.
Yeah, but that school it's still changing. It's still gonna be undergoing many changes structurally, of course. Yeah, dude, it's different. From when I started there in 6th grade to my senior year, it changed a lot. Yeah.
It's kind of weird too, like when you tell like people who go to like other schools, other district schools, and ask you where you went, or like if you're still going to DSA, and you're like, where do you go? And you're like DSA, and they're just like, oh, That's cool.
That's cool.
Like,
Yeah.
Were we like the lame school?
I don't
No,
know.
I mean,
I don't know what it was.
We were the school. We're kind of
We
like
didn't have a football team. That's
Yeah,
what
we
it
didn't
was.
have a football
Oh,
team. We weren't. First of all, we weren't conventional like the normal high school. But another thing is, what's special about DSA is that there isn't that kind of hierarchy that there is like in normal high school. Well, there's a hierarchy, yes, but it's not enforced as much as in other high schools.
You mean with the students?
Yeah, with the students, yeah. So, the popular kids always dominate at other schools. But, at DSA, we have the weird kids, we have we have a mixture of everything,
And everybody kind of co-mingles.
Yeah,
I think
there
that
you go,
happens
yeah.
When you graduate, it carries on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I still talk to some people who were in different subsets in high school, but like, we can still come together and make something. And
There you
be
go.
like cool. I wish I spent more time at DSA working on art and whatnot, so I can be better at this whole t-shirt and apparel thing. So if you have an opportunity to do that,
So you do know Mr. Thompson.
ooh, photography teacher.
Photography teacher. I took 4 or 5 years of photography at DSA.
Okay.
Dude, that's and one thing that they're letting students do now is print their own shirts, make their own design.
No way.
It's
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's new. They made it a club, and now it's becoming something bigger where it's like you can publish something, and then if you get it, they choose you in like screen printers.
Get out of here.
Yeah, dude, it's changed a lot, and that's one thing. Well, I didn't like. I liked making a design for a shirt, but then actually screen printing it was the more complicated issue.
the heavy duty part.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say that I say that.
Like, I've never done it, but I've seen like the process.
Yeah.
And it's a lot.
It's
Like, I can understand why they charge a service
Yeah,
for
right.
manufacturers for this
Yeah,
stuff. Like,
I'm working. That's like my next stage of evolution. Like right now, I don't screen print my own shirts. But like within, I want to say 2019, I want to buy my own screen printer, and it's gonna cost me like $3,000 or something.
Yeah.
Like that, you know what I mean?
But it's worth it though.
Right. It's an investment.
You're gonna have much return on that.
Right. So right now, other people like doing all my screen printing. You gotta pay extra for that.
There you go. Yeah.
But for right now, that's what you gotta do. Welcome back. Glad to have you guys here. Hope you're enjoying. We've been rambling a lot about some stuff. You might not even know what we're talking about. We're talking about DSA and Durham and all this hoopla. But you probably know a little bit about Durham if you're watching this, because you're watching the Bull City Pioneers, X, the seasoning. And my boy AP isn't here today.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be, but there's a whole hurricane kind of.
Yeah, it happens.
But it's just no hurricane.
It's just storms.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of rain.
And since we're doing kind of like a together thing, your podcast, our podcast, to kind of like start wrapping it up, we like to have the guest, which is technically both of us,
Right.
both the Bull City Pioneers and the seasoning, to just leave something for the audience, anything you would like, a comment, question,
It's interesting. We do the same thing. So
Really? Hey,
there you
cool.
go. Let's see. I'm gonna try to leave something good. If you watch this whole episode, I like cheese. And you want to look like, what do I pull from this episode? Here it is. You fast forward to this point, or you watched up to this point, and here you go. This is what you're taking away from the episode. Coming strictly from Waykoworld, and the seasoning. Thanks, talent isn't real. Hard work is. So, go home and whatever. So when I was going through life and trying to figure out what I want to be, at certain times people told me, hey, believe in yourself. And this is for you, for the person who doesn't believe in, alignment and hearing things at the right time and catching things at the right moment. You got to start getting on your shit, bro. Like, for real, you can do it. And that's all I'm going to leave with this episode. This was for you, the person watching right there. You can do this.
Yeah, just gathering everything right here, right now is alignment. The Bull City Pioneers with the seasoning, this place, it's all alignment.
If you didn't notice.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah.
Let's do it again. One of my partners actually does it.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, dude.
I'd love to get a recap on what we've learned and done so far. and I'll share some stuff with you guys. I have stickers and magnets.
Hey.
It's
All out.
I give everyone stickers and everyone gets those. Even if you want one, hit me up. I got hella stamps. Like, yeah, everybody gets a sticker.
Everybody gets a sticker.
But that's it. Is that a wrap?
That's a wrap.
Is that a wrap?
Oh wait, no. Let our audience know where they can find you.
Okay.
Social media,
Cool.
website,
You guys can find me on Waykoworld on Instagram. It's at Waykoworld, WaykoWorld. That's Waykoworld. If you want to listen to my podcast, you can always contact. Oh, you can find us on The Seasoning. This is the new shirt that we don't know if we're gonna drop yet, but find me on The Seasoning Podcast at gmail.com, or you can find us on Instagram, The Seasoning Podcast. So we're just starting out, maybe about 16 episodes at this point. Who knows? Definitely gonna get better. And for my viewers, where can they find you guys?
You can find us at Bull City Pioneers on Instagram, and basically all streaming platforms like Spotify, SoundCloud,
Anchor,
Overcast.
All of them.
It's all of them. All streaming platforms.
I don't know what Overcast is or Anchor.
Apple Podcasts, iTunes. Leave us a rating on iTunes.
YouTube.
Let us know what you thought.
YouTube. Yes, YouTube. Please watch us on YouTube. You know, honestly, personally, it's more entertaining for me to watch a visual of a podcast.
Yeah.
Listening is awesome.
Yeah.
But visual, it just kind of adds a certain, I don't know.
I think people add
certain
them
element
in different ways too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you're listening to something audio, you can add like a lot of sound effects and like all this cool stuff to keep somebody entranced. And visually, you can kind of just watch what the people do. You can watch me do this for the time. You know what I mean? It's a little different. A lot of people who heard that, they don't know what I'm talking about. What is he doing? What's he doing? I don't know. So find them on YouTube. Watch me do this for like an hour.
I think it kind of plays into like people how they learn really. Like learning. People learn visually. Yeah, I think this is what it is. Really.
So this was us again. I'm Luis.
Hector.
Waco.
And this was what is it called?
Collaboration.
A collaboration, yes.
Collaborative.
We'll see.
Collaboration.
As we were talking, I had an idea about we'll talk about.
Bull City Pioneers X the season. Thank you again.
We're out.
I'm from the motherland. That mean I was raised different. African royalty in my blood. I was made different, chasing in the